Hello and welcome to Defense on Ceres, session 102. Well, last time, Neck and Bacon made the teleporting gun add-on, the PP. Yes, which basically took a lot of time. And then we have Allied talking to his new
PP.
to his new morale officer, and wants to know him better, essentially. Then the party attends a ceremony to open the new train line, which also doubled as the ceremony for confirming their rank, essentially, since they have been doing good enough that they're willing to, permanently promote them, rather than having it be a temporary thing, or rather a trial period, I suppose. And there was like some internal party talk. I think the most important part was that the war games have been more or less agreed to, although with some people doing just minimal commitment.
Like myself.
Indeed. Although, minimal commitment still means a lot of power from your part, I think. At least in terms of manpower. You should just use that backup for like the war games. No, I can't. That would be bad.
Technically, I have an idea how to get manpower. You know those lizard folks we met ages ago? Why not invite them into the war game?
I don't think they can actually cross over.
Ah, that's sad fate. Oh, hold on.
It,
If we can meet on the same plane, you see, we can war game in there.
and
Okay.
First of all, they can technically like move over, and there's like something about establishing some observation posts in like other dimensions, but like you can't like bring tech over but somehow like you can still establish these outposts. So I'm not sure how exactly that's supposed to work. Ideally, it doesn't get dug in too deeply.
Look, Radama, if we're dug in too deeply, Fetton already won.
Oof. Alright, well, now that you've all finished that lovely ceremony, where would you all be at this point in time? And does anyone have something that might interfere with the others? So, we can do that first.
Yes. I would, as we said previously in the meeting, I would ask for John opinion on what would the best way doing like the anti-werewolf mind erasing thing.
Anti-werewolf. Oh, the delirium thing.
Yeah. And I would say that helping to develop something that can do that, it would be the perfect payment for helping the mother of his child to take care about with the little bastard and his like blades.
Yeah, I do owe you a few favors. You will have my support in this.
Good. Now, what should they do? I have no idea.
I mean, I also don't have any idea. GM, what do we need?
Well, that really depends. First of all, how about you make a roll? Do you have psychology, right?
Yes, I do.
You're like an intelligent psychologist.
I,
Yes?
As the chief psychologist on Ceres, I have to have it.
Yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, give me like intelligence, psychology roll, difficulty 7. Successes do matter a lot.
Does creative apply?
Sure. But
I believe that's 9.
no, I couldn't actually see it, but now I can. But holy shit, yeah, 9 successes. Okay. Okay, I think I actually need to like look for a result like that.
I'm now gonna laugh if I don't roll another 10 for the rest of the session.
Oof. Okay, but I can give you like something right away. As I said like last session, not like in between, not sure. Essentially, what you have like 2 options. One is to create like a sort of like mind shield-esque thing in your mind, well, in their mind rather, which either means you know, you need to make a you make like something like a ward of some kind, which you know will be very expensive. Or you know, you make like some sort of like wonder, which also costs like a lot of quint. And then there's also the option that you do something akin to like programming, which you do have to, I believe you do have the spheres for. Where you essentially like change their like minds a little bit. It won't be like as hard as like doing proper programming, but it will require like some restructuring essentially of their minds to create some sort of immunity essentially. I guess is the best word. In in-game terms, I will treat this as if they had willpower 10 for the purposes of overcoming like the effects of delirium, which means they not only remember what happened, but they will also try to actively hunt down these things. Let me just go to the werewolf book and maybe I can find it real quick.
I think we should go with the latter one option. And make it. Is this programming going to look like? I hope it looks like the Clockwork Orange programming.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, they basically like tie the guy down to a chair, keep his eyes open, and just watching film.
Oh my fucking god! That's where it's from.
I can imagine. I can imagine like this programming is like extreme control over the fear like the fear response of the Marine, and you just make them face it.
Oof.
Especially since this is like a project between me and Bay. It's like this will break many ethical laws.
No doubt about it. Oh, I was wrong. It was willpower 9. Okay. The willpower 10 is actually the one that's where you don't have like the slightest bit afraid and bothered. Okay, never mind then. They won't be trying to hunt them down then. Let me just post the chart in chat. There we go. Although if you really want to, like, you could go down to the 9. If you really want them to hunt them down.
No, I prefer 10. It's not very good to have like your soldiers. Even more, we probably are going to do with the leaders. If we like, it's unreasonable to do to all of them. Just have the lieutenant of the group charge ahead and get killed.
Yeah. Also, our Marines have enough bloodlust in them already. We don't need to give them more reason.
It's not our Marines, it's for the black people.
Pretty sure there's like, I think the technocracy already has a solution for that anyway, but think it was just implants with wonders.
I mean, that haven't seen a wonder like that. But I do know that like what I called like awakened mages are like immune to it, anyways. So you just need to send them awakened.
Waking mages, ghouls, supernatural creatures,
Yeah,
kinfolk.
yeah.
There's a list of. There's like ways to even get it very easily. Personally,
Well, yeah, but you know, you order that many like awakened people, and if things go really sour, well, you kinda you kinda lack like a response force other than yourself.
that is fair enough. Technically, Bacon, you can give them the Samitsi blood.
That's true. That's true. It would be a very cheap solution.
You just need to clean the impurities of it. Oh my, vicissitude comes from space after all.
I mean,
No.
there is actually like a way to like break stuff like blood bonds and stuff.
But yeah, problem is, it requires a high ton of fucking mind.
Among other things, like let's check. Also, like, also would argue that it's probably easier to break the bonds in the blood before you ingest them. Like Nexi probably goes for like a different approach, but at least in my mind, it should be easier to break like the connective property of the blood without you know the connection actually is being established.
That is true.
But yeah, so so which option would it be?
The programming one.
No programming one for sure. Okay, program is locked in, and I think we're just gonna do like with a mind 4 effect with like some prime probably as like a security measure if you really want to.
I mean, this is fighting werewolves. Yeah, we kind of do want to go with the security option.
Well, the security option is more like if you fuck up and so they don't get brain damaged.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
In case we were facing, because aren't like silver fangs really good at dismissing magic?
yeah.
Silver fangs.
The infant ones.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the Fomori for a second.
Well, there's not only silver fangs there, but the cooler ones are there as well.
Any Shadow Walkers?
No,
It's the children of Gaia.
no. I mean,
Children of Gaia, cringe.
I mean the really based ones.
The rest-
Oh, those base ones. Oh, yeah,
I
I
don't
get
know.
it.
Wonderful.
I really play the furry game.
I hate looking for the werewolf book, the fucking comic.
Yeah, I just go to the index these days, like straight up.
That is one good thing. It is probably like one of the best organized books. It actually has an appendix.
All right. Okay. Let's see this one.
Oh, it's time. Charge at the enemy with no direction, guys. All split apart, get torn to shreds. How dare you?
Here you go. And I'd say it would be like more akin to like the initial processing, if you want to go that far.
So, Nick, you know what you should have done at character creation? Get 5 dots in inbreeding, then you will have like a white fang chase after you from outer space. Because you're the purest of them all.
how long it would take to do the initial programming per person?
I think it was like since you're like a union, union people, it's like one day. Well, for per role, I think.
For each
And how many
individual?
roles?
Well, it depends like how many successes.
Right. And it's something that like I could help because I have one dot of mind, right?
Yes. Each success eliminates like one point of subject temporary willpower, and like once that is gone, you basically are set.
Right. Right, I guess you should book some. You should book some days out of uh, your calendar thing. Forgot name, and I'm going to make something for your child. When I'm done with that, we can start working with the black people.
Okay. So how many people are we doing this to? Sorry, I kind of my mic. Well, another device
Lots.
kicked up on my Bluetooth. Lots.
Yeah, like I'm not sure how many mercs there are, but we're going to at least do like their leaders. So I would say like 10, 20.
So about at most 20 days.
Yes. We're not going to do like it's going to be a slow process, I think.
Hmm.
Could we maybe speed it up by making this like a wonder? An actual program, we just throw these guys in, like a simulator.
I mean, you could make that do that, yeah.
That requires a lot of fucking quint, though.
It will. But it's entirely possible.
Bacon.
Well,
Bacon can burn the quint, so
Look, I can try to get Quint, but I don't have Quint.
and you don't need to worry about it. You just cut down a tree outside and turn that into quint.
Right. Remember last time that I spent like I tried to burn some paradox. Then I got more paradox, and I burned the paradox, and took like 50 rolls for me to get rid of my paradox.
That's why you have quint oven. You could probably get that from Goldstein.
I mean, if this all pulls off, we can give it to someone back on, the Earth. I'm sure they would love to have a wonder like that.
I mean,
It's great. We just need to find the initial Quint.
No, I'm proposing maybe we can get some people to invest in this.
Right.
So
That's thinking smart.
yeah, maybe they can give us some quint. That way, once we're done with it, we give it to them.
Okay, there's only one solution. I would talk with my merchant. I would like to call Melkor Gold.
alright, give me a sec. Just noting to start some stuff real quick. For the programming thing.
There's a good chance I'm gonna have to go back to Earth soon.
I mean,
Deal with some stuff.
yeah, sure.
I am sad that Mercury and Gold is not made of gold.
I mean, to be fair,
Have you checked his insides?
oof.
He could be like Gold member, you know? We really need to check him.
Yeah, you should.
Should have gotten all his veins replaced, gold-plated veins. Got a nice silver kidney in there.
When he goes for a swim, he drowns because he's too heavy.
And to think that Austin Powers and Goldmember came out 20 years ago.
Yes.
What a movie.
And we still haven't done anything about the Dutch.
Yeah. I just that's one of my favorite scenes from all movies. I want to meet Dutch people so just so I can quote that to them. Right, Radimer?
Yeah,
Are you
yes.
ready with my meeting? With my call with the merchant?
Yeah, just note down something real quick so I don't forget. I get delirium immunity and the and some handout that will never see the light of day.
Good.
That's mostly for me, so I don't forget.
Mike Myers' reaction to that is like the same he did when Kanye West said George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I mean, it's not a good thing for black people that nobody cares when nobody cares about them. Or honestly, it would go wrong for them if somebody cares.
You disgusting YouTube link. Now you got audio.
Oof.
Yeah,
But yeah,
audio.
Subtitles the best.
I'm blind. I need audio.
feel free to drag yourself out that. And I guess this happy merchant is here to talk to you.
Drag myself out too.
You should.
Part of this project.
Alright.
You tell me your merchant is my lawyer?
Oh, it's
Yes, forgot about that. Hello, Mr. Gold. Good to see that you could take the call.
Oh, of course. It's I needed to talk to you anyways. So,
Right, so,
yes.
yeah, let me start with my thing. I have a quick proposition. Me and my colleague John Boy are working ways to improve the capabilities of our imported what's the name? Military contractors. You see, we plan on making this wonder to do some initial programming on people, accelerate the process, and to make them more resistant to the mind effects of werewolves. Apparently, it's a big issue, so I talked with their leader, he approved it would severely increase their combat potential. And I was wondering if you could get someone that would be interested on investing in this project, just getting the what's the formal name for Quent?
Primal energy.
Getting the primal energy necessary to make the machine, and after we are done using, they have it for themselves.
He looks at you and John and says, that can be done. I think it requires some work on my part. I would ask something in return from you. Mostly from you, Mr. Stanek. I have quite a bit of proposals on my table, and I would like to cut down on those. But it will require a serious change in how things are handled on Gribnoi. Or should I say in Gribnoi? I'm not sure.
Alright. You can go with something that needs a private talk or could be discussed with John present.
Yeah, probably with John present. Well, essentially, the issue lies that many people that are currently settling down are starting their own initiatives. While that's certainly welcome, most of it still is landing on my own on my own desk, which I find quite irritating and time-consuming.
Wait,
And
I think you cut out or I didn't understand. Saying like people are doing initiatives on their own, but they're still like passing documents and asking permission to him.
yeah, like essentially, like the paperwork is for the kind of shit like lands on his desk, and he doesn't like that one
Alright.
bit.
Hmm. Yes, I see. This is a big issue, even more so for people like you that have this very interesting. I'm starting to even like a lot way of dealing with projects.
He nods and says, "Well, my what I want is more or less your permission to go ahead with at least some kind of civil administration, and well, what I'm thinking is mostly well, some sort of like local representative, maybe like start as like something temporary until you have finished up your ideas, but at least
Right.
something for the time being."
Yeah, it's perfect. I was studying, sadly, it took more time I was busy to develop my completely codified law system, but, for now, the more I study, the more I see the greatness of the American Republic, and as long as you keep something in line with the way things are made in America, like for local representatives and federal, I do air quotes with federal administration, that should be completely fine. It will not be very different from what I have planned for the future.
Hmm. That's good to hear. I have one question on that. How will you handle self-defense, more or less? I, I've already had some talk. Let's put it that way. That certain individuals are thinking of well, forming some sort of local militia. There's not a lot of people right now, but I could see that in case of an well more active warfare, as as Mr. Magua has told me, might come sooner than later. That well, these kind of groups would grow, and if we don't want these kinds of groups, we should well stamp them out before that. It's worth noting here that many of these people are well, Americans.
Well, Mr. Gold, my answer to that is the rights to bear arms shall not be infringed, and a well-regulated militia is forgot the rest. But yes, my plan is that good to see that this initiative coming from the people. I have a plan to honestly, I'm going to delegate to Chief of Security and to Gribnoy Chief of Security to just try to regulate, like have a proper listing for those militias when they are formed, to just tell them and get coordinated in with other militias like they are doing with the private military contractors. They have their independence, but are part of a chain of command.
Alright, that seems workable. A bit different, but I'm sure we can communicate that. And well, I guess I will be seeing about that that primal energy you've been looking for. A pleasure doing business.
Likewise, Mr. Gold.
And then he logs off.
Isn't Mr. Gould a great man, Mr. Bowie?
Yes, yes, he is.
Did you already pay him from the time you sold your soul to him because of the copper mine that you never had?
You know, funny thing about that, he's never come to collect.
Right, you're completely fucked.
Yeah. I mean, kind of depends. So far, he still hasn't collected anything, and I haven't given him any.
That means that debt is still
Hey.
there. He can, and the further you rank, you rise up, the more valuable that debt becomes.
Yep.
Anyways,
Well, you can go now. It's going to take some time until we get the primary energy. So, when things are ready, I will call you.
okay. Doop, 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 doop.
Alright. Well, system-wise, we have to like think about how to exactly do this. But it's gonna be more or less down to like the thing more or less working, like having a roll per day, like you strap someone in there. You know, being like fed some nutrient, like paste or some bullshit to like, unless you want to have them take breaks.
Oh, it is
Breaks
required.
are
that they
inefficient.
yeah, it is required that they stay in there for the full treatment, the full
Yeah.
12 hours.
All right. And I guess you can decide like how much like airtime you want to put in there. But considering it's gonna be against willpower plus 3, I think. Let me check what the thing actually said. Yeah, willpower plus 3. So more airtime is probably be helpful. It's gonna be helpful.
This was Bacon's project, so he's got to figure that out.
I don't know how to make wonders, so like 5 is a good number, right? For Arte? How much it costs?
Well, you got to remember, it's going to be willpower plus 3. So,
Can we go above 5?
yes, we can.
Yes,
Right.
yes you can. That's basically pretty one of the advantages. Like you can make like a wonder that's like higher than your own rating.
Yeah, like the PP was 7.
Okay. Right, so I would go 8 because it's a round number.
It will be like more expensive in terms of like successes and like quint, but you get the quint part covered. More or
Yeah,
less.
so-
Well, I assume like
Okay.
got it successful. Of course, like if you go like too high in terms of like what you need, like this entire like he's gonna tell you that he's gonna need more time or he can't do it depending like how high you go. But yeah, if you like stay within reasonable parameters, the thing will be valuable enough that someone will be interested probably. And like what you want to sell them.
Right. And another question.
Habitat,
What would I...
I'm making it. People start learning how great my work is. Get more investors.
Yeah, sure you can. I mean, for that I would actually recommend like you actually writing some paper on it.
Oh, I still got to write a paper on the whole PP.
That's true.
Yeah, you need to write a paper on how great your PP is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and for the material I offered to the Serbian demon mother lady, what would I actually need to make that? Like, develop some sort of material that would not be harmful to a kid, easily, like, resistant to not be cut by his tail, and like light probably, so the kid doesn't get injured.
Well, let me check what you actually have. Cause there's a number of ways that can be done.
Matricio,
Yeah.
Prime, Life, dimensional. I think Matter 2 would be the most fit, like most relevant.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Life and Prime.
Well, mostly matter. Let's see how you could do this. Like Prime could help, like making it consecrated, but that might not be that advantageous. Might actually make it worse in some degrees, depending on how it goes.
I just put on the child and it starts screaming because its tail is burning.
Yes, for example. Oh, you know, it actually learns how to weaponize it, and hits people with like this like Prime infused tail. Would not be good. But yeah, like life would probably helpful too to like I guess you know, kind of stick to it, like and feel natural and not irritate anything. You know, have it like a second skin kind of deal.
Right.
Yeah, that would work. Other than that, I don't think there's much. I mean, I guess you can like put some. Nah, you can put like some entropy in it for like some sort of like micro blessing, I guess, which is which makes it so that you know, chances of some bad happening while this thing is wrapped around it is like lowered.
Cool.
And yeah, I would probably say that will kind of fall under medical because like a medical I guess material that you're making. Yeah, would be like a bit higher as a than if you had like a proper like ability for it in terms of difficulty to craft it, but that should be fine.
And could I do it with Matter 2 or would I need someone with Matter 3?
No, I think Meta 2 would be enough for this. At least in conjunction with Life 2.
Right. So I guess that's a ritual and I can easily make it right now, right?
Yes, you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so higher spheres at 2, that's difficulty 5.
By the way, like how much are you actually making? Like just enough for the kit, or do you want more?
A bit more because it probably enough for when it like make 3 sizes for when the kids start growing. I can just here's next size.
Alright, sure. Let's say. Yeah, let's say it's gonna be like 8 successes in total. In that case, so you have like enough materials left over to like you know, to have like a little bit of like growing room to like resize them eventually. Or rather make like enough of them to make like to have like several sizes ready. Alright.
Would I have creative and improvised techniques?
Well, creative would certainly apply. Improvised techniques, I'm not so sure.
I mean, one already applies, it's good, so
Yeah.
it goes down by 2, so it goes down to 3, right? Makes sense.
Should be. Yes.
Into basic math.
Alright. Alright, you're superhuman, so I guess go.
I don't think improvement would count, so that would be a 7.
Alright.
That's a 10.
Very nice.
Be enough?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, so you managed to do the deed.
Right,
And
that's one thing to take out from my list.
yes, and I guess you have that nicely wrapped thing. And you think it's pretty it's pretty good work something you just came up with, and it's probably gonna work out the way it should. Like you put like your hand on it at some point, and you know, it feels like feels completely natural. Like
Right.
perfect. And so you can well, if
I
you
already took too much time, so I would just give to a minion and tell him, go give to the, what's the name of her? She's not on my list.
Sonia.
Yeah, go give to Sonya on Gribnoy. Now give to one of the clones. Let me see which clone would get it. Oh, the spicy clone would get it.
God bless. Oh, thankfully he should not do something too bad. Actually, but he is a clone of a void engineer still. Yeah, okay, Sonia's gonna have like an interesting meeting. Roll me like a 1d10. Average. Well, yeah, no, she's not gonna have a pleasant time. I guess that doesn't matter too much.
Also, don't remember if you. Think when were having to talk, you went out, and I don't know if you remember, but one of the good clones is going to participate on the war games with like, I think it was like 2 or 3 GGs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah, I think I remember that one. Alright then, already handed it off. I guess we should finish up Nick. So, what would you be doing after the talk?
I would like to hit up the chief of security. I need to talk to her because I've never talked to her before.
Alright, sure you can.
She might be able to point me in the direction to some stuff.
Sure. Let's delete the vicious stuff here. Drag it down here. And do you want to be on the screen, or do you want to be looking at the screen?
Isn't she there at the ceremony?
Oh no, this is like after ceremony. Like at some point.
Oh, so like so we all just went back to our own pages. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's why you had this.
On the screen. Yeah, I was just making sure like the where we were at, kind of thing.
All right. So so you want to be like what? On the screen?
Her on the screen.
Oh, on the screen. Okay, she's gonna be the big one. The bigger person, so to speak. Not
Big woman.
God, don't say that. It sounds dirty. But yeah, you call her up, and shortly after, she answers and looks at you, Mr. Bowie, I believe.
Yes. Amelia. Chief Vargas. Yes. What do you prefer to be called? I think this is our first time actually talking one-on-one.
I prefer Captain Vargas, but Vargas suffice is sufficient.
Hello, Vargas. I hope you enjoyed the ceremony and had a safe trip back to... Does she have a construct?
No, she has a ship.
Okay, back to your ship.
Well, of course, I did. I had my I had one of my pilots simply have the ship wait for me. That's quite convenient. But anyways, we did.
Having good assistance is very convenient.
That's certainly true. But I have a lot of things to do. So, why are you actually calling? I can imagine it's just to dispense pleasantries at me.
No. So I've been investigating a reality deviant incident that happened to me and the other construct managers some time ago, and I've recently inquired a couple leads on it.
I see. Um, let me. Well, what the exact incident are you talking about? I've read some of your files, but there's like more than one occasion that could be interpreted that way.
Well,
Unless,
it's the one where I met Sonia, and we and several of us were cursed by what I now believe was a pan-dimensional entity. Or at least I will use that in the broadest sense till I can narrow it further down.
I see.
Should be in the Serbian files.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Let me look through them real quick and she puts you like on like a pause screen.
Does she have a little like musical tune for call waiting?
No, but there's like a bouncy ball like on the screen that you can follow with your eyes. You know that it goes from like one border of the screen to the other and like bounces off in like slightly tilted angles.
Glorious.
And well, shortly after the screen goes to normal again, and she says, "Well, I've read the summary for now, so I should be up to speed. Correct me on any details I might have missed or were not contained within what I've read so far."
I should probably go about updating it too, since this is very new evidence.
Interesting. It's been this incident has been quite a while. First of all, I would like to know what exactly you did to come across new information.
Well, you remember the reality deviant we captured during it?
Yes.
Well, since we still have him here in on Ceres, I was able to go into his mind and pick through his memories.
That's interesting. I believe he is some some entity, usually classed as she makes like air quotes, a vampire.
Yes, he can be classed as such. The role girl sense. I ended up going into his memories to see what he may have done before he was captured. I found evidence that he summoned an entity. I will be using air quotes that could be classified as a demon. Air quoted.
That's quite concerning. Those are usually quite a bit of trouble for anyone involved. Do you need me to call in some specialists to seal it, to see what's sealing such a creature? It might take a few days to arrive, so if we actually need someone, we should get it done as soon as possible.
Well, I don't believe so far in this investigation. It's still on. I don't believe this demon has access to us in Ceres. I'm right now following up on some leads with some colleagues on Earth. You know, maybe help the investigation and narrow down where this demon could be operating.
I see.
Uh,
If
if you
you
could get me in, sorry, if you could get me in touch with some people that could help me once I've narrowed it down, that would be excellent. Very excellent.
I think I can see about doing that. I would as my time is quite valuable, I would like you to help me with something in exchange.
What do you have in mind?
Well, as I understand it, you're some sort of a crafter, correct?
Yes, I have been known to craft a few items here and there.
And well, I would like you to imbue part of your knowledge upon certain individuals. I need to I need trained up. I'm not sure about how much more you can teach them, but I would be very happy if you at least could teach them how to properly well, use the tools we have and possibly well, apply them in a more creative way and even modify them to some degree. These people will be mere citizens, not any enlightened personnel, not even union at that, for a proper union. The syndicates try to sell them as union material, but I'm afraid they are not. But regardless of this, it will take a while for them to come here. But once they're here, I would like you to teach them. It might take you a little bit. So
I am always in the market for more float buddies.
she raises an eyebrow.
I find having a good float session is great for increasing yourself intellectually and creativity. It's technically true.
She like looks at you and says, You have to-
Self-care is very important.
Look, I'm not sure exactly what this means, but perhaps you could give me like a report on this. I'm intrigued.
I could also give you a demonstration. Could you use the actual float tank? I have no idea.
I mean,
I'd have to modify it.
she could probably use it, but not sure if that's really that necessary for her. But you have the way she does things. I mean, like check. Hmm. No, she doesn't. She doesn't really need it. I don't think so. But yeah, she still wants to like know.
Yeah, but it would do everything that she's asking for. Right?
Right. So I guess
It would
we.
do everything she's asking for, right? No? Yes?
So I could repeat it. Like you kind of cut out for me a bit.
Would the float tank do everything that she's asking for? To be trained and be
Well,
more creative and
Well,
intelligent.
you can kind of use it that way, but I don't think like others would have like a hard time, like using the float tank the same way as you do.
Ah,
At least if that's like maybe other like proper union people could make more use of it, but they're just sleepers that have been thrust into a role they're not really that fit for, or will be thrust into. So I think you could like go and like put yourself in a position, buff yourself again to like maybe get like some instruction dots or something, like teach them real quick. Perhaps even like do like some time and slash mind procedure to like speed teach them. But like otherwise, I'm afraid you're probably forced to like rely on it with something a bit different. Something more classic. Like actually have to like sit down and just talk to them. Like you could do like evening classes or whatever if you wanted to. Or you could like strap them in some chair and like force feed them like manuals. However, that would require magic for sure on your part.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever like creative solution floats your boat, as long as you run them by me first.
Okay.
And let's see how well Vargas does actually. She's like 4 from that.
Actually,
4 from rank. No, not 4 from rank. 3 from rank. And another 4 from this. From like the influence. Does she have anything that other than health that helps? Acute senses, loyalty, no. No, not quite. So I guess only some politics. Alright, let's see. Damn. That's gonna be 6 successes because she did spend a willpower on it. For sure. Would look very bad on her if she doesn't deliver. Because she really wants those people trained. But yeah, I'm like actually 2 successes I would say, like shortly after, like like a few hours later, she like comes in and gets you in touch with the people. Like gives like a list of names that you can essentially approach down there, and like they're like there's just like 3 archetypes that that of people that stand out to you. You have like someone from the newer order, which is more or less someone more like interested in like people in general, but like has like a large network of like people that like active in the community that you could draw upon if you approach that one. Then you have another one that's basically that's basically just like a imagine like what do you call it, like some private detective essentially a bit, like with like a trench coat, some like hat, and like this is like his office kind of deal.
okay.
He likes some, I don't know.
His name is Harry, isn't it?
Oof.
You can tell me his name is Harry.
I fucking don't know what it means.
Oh, the Justin Files?
No, I still haven't watched or read or whatever medium
Oh.
it is.
Because he also works as a private detective, and he is a wizard.
Oof. Yeah, but yeah, this one is basic intelligence, and then you have like not intelligence, but like some investigator, and then you have and then you have like some some like progenitor that focus on like what are they called again in the Union jargon, like hemorrho, like something like hemorrhagic entities. No, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, like they focus on like that kind of deal, so it can give you like a lot of like insight into their, it's like their like biology, but also like their what they call it. They also like their society to some degree.
What?
And he knows like a bunch of
I don't think he said who the private detective part of.
oh, like this is a void engineer.
Oh, he's a void engine.
Yes, like PDC, like an odd one.
Progenitor is. I might hit the progenitor so I can maybe make some bullets, but I probably will go with the void engineer one.
All right, good choice. Good choice.
Well, if he's a private detective, he would be good at the things I'm not good at.
I mean, presumably. All right, then I will lock that in and hopefully remember it.
He would have. He will have things like awareness.
Well, that certainly would have. Lots of investigation probably too. Like I don't have like a sheet ready for that, but like I'm either gonna steal something or like make something real quick. It won't be like particularly powerful. But
I mean, as long as if he has 2 dots in investigation, he still will be more useful than me.
oof.
All I have is scan. Good old scan.
All right. Sure, that works. All right, awesome. And since we're cutting short, I want to go to like Ems real quick. No, not like this Ems. Oh no. I mean not Ems, but Neck. Hopefully not like. This one will be like a character like this. Jesus Christ, there's an edgelord.
Yes, that is Harry Justin.
Let's show it to the stream as well. Absolute edgelord.
Also, he's and he's a weeaboo. If you look at his staff, it's Japanese characters.
I hate him. Okay, perfect. Okay, that seems good then. Okay, let me just write that down properly. Bacon makes a special material to
Have more.
wrap baby's dangerous parts. F2, matter 2. Okay. And then you. By the way, did you already have like you actually technically had like a contact already on like on the ground, but so I gave you like someone special. Spending like more time on it, but yeah, I guess it's gonna boil down to like you having like an adventure either like separately, or you can like bring another player along, I guess, or several other players, depending on what you exactly plan.
I'm still waiting for that field at that was it soil sample. Yes, soil sample.
Well, that's true.
I was struggling to find that word. I was like, there's ground coming. What's it called?
Well, I think actually like now it should have arrived like after the ceremony. So well, like next time you can already I guess go at that one.
And then I gotta figure out how to translate some Enochian.
Well, that's rather rather interesting task.
Well, I was thinking of, since we got some AI, maybe they can translate it. But I will put some containment on them because who knows what kind of backdoor voodoo Enochian demon summoning instructions might have.
Yeah. I would,
I'm pretty sure this is how you end up with Doom if you don't do that. If you don't put some protections on, you just end up in Doom.
that would be quite something. Actually, not that unreasonable, to be honest.
He
Alright.
just opens like a hell portal. Annika would love it though because we all know she would end up being Doom guy.
Oh yeah, probably. Did you survive long enough? Then yeah, I should gain experience like crazy. Like you see like every now and then, and like every time she becomes like more fucking jacked, and well armored until she is you know completely looking like Doom guy. Guess her face would still be different. Just walking around with like a shotgun. Something with a chainsaw. But anyways, I digress. Okay, so what's your plan for today?
Okay, I got. Well, I do have a list of things, but first things first. Am I in my base or where am I currently?
Well, just take out the meeting so you kind of like a bit of, you know, time to be wherever you really want to, but in your base that works perfectly fine.
Okay, I'm going to go to my office, and when I arrive at my office, I'm going to take a look at any reports, daily reports.
All right.
Who there? Okay, never mind. What else? Let me check. Let me just zoom in. Cause no, that's for later. I could do that after this. Okay. In terms of the reports, is there anything alarming I should be aware of?
Not alarming. If any kind so far. However, it is noted that well, someone made like an inquiry into your things, particularly
Hot tub.
yes,
It's for morale purposes.
it's for moral purposes. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to like do something directly about it, or do you just keep
Does it state who's doing the inquiry?
well, no, it doesn't quite state. It's just that well, it's not like an official proper inquiry or like even a secretive one. Just like someone
General.
someone requesting like data with like some well, a bit higher level clearing, so you can't really like properly refuse it unless you really want to.
Really? Hold on. I can't request. I can't.
You can like hinder investigation of any kind, but it would require like active effort on your part to do it.
At the moment,
this is not at like in a very advanced stage.
Yes. It's basically just someone, looking at what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, so someone looking at what's going on. So at the moment, that I will type that in. So I know what to do during the next session.
Dispatch
Okay.
Hunter Killer team.
Yeah. Brazilian Killer Hunter team, indeed.
Oof.
Okay. Okay, next would be I'm gonna probably call for two I'm gonna talk to two of my subordinates. And one of number one subordinate I want to talk to is Tamia.
Alright, Tamia. Yeah. It's a name I haven't learned in a long time. Also, need to check if you actually have a proper office or if you have just your shack, also known as your barracks. Let me check.
I have an office.
That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. Oh, that's Pyuku. Rongo, the first base.
Base.
Ah, yes, one manager office. Actually,
Yep.
wait. Do we have like a special manager thing, a picture for it? Or do we just put it here? Ah,
Spider-Man. The Spider-Man office. Yes.
Oof. That's conference, mess hall, laboratory. Did I don't think I have I have one unless I'm fucking blind. Yeah, afraid I'm blind. Or I don't have it in the first place.
Oof.
Yeah, sadness. Real sadness. But yeah, alternatively I could just put you in this place.
This is quite an office, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll have to substitute it for that.
No, if you're not gonna put it there, that would be like funny. But yeah, that's a track.
With a throne room.
Oof. That's not. But yeah, let's go here. And I saw you leaving your character there again.
I always leave my character everywhere on the map. For every map, there's a high barrier to it. Sorry, Tristan's there. This Tristan fellow does not exist. He is merely but a black line on Ceres' history.
Oof. Wow. Okay. I want to talk to Tamia, so let's drag her out. Do you want to talk to her alone, or do you want to some the other people also show up?
I would like to talk to her alone at first, before I bring in the other people.
Yeah. So I don't know, you just being this small is not really satisfying. We're gonna make you bigger. There we go. She can also be a little bit bigger.
Hooray!
And she comes in, and she's really changed since you first met her. She was always a bit unfriendly to some degree.
They're on the down.
Yes. And now she comes in with a big smile and a friendly look on her face, and asks, "Now, Mr. Barrier, what is it today?"
I want to ask. Why I called you here. Really simple. I want to ask, how you've been. How's the training you've been doing on you? before I call in the next general meeting, I just want to know if you're in the somewhat, if you're ready for it, you know? Because I will be recommending your name to become the Chief of Transport. And I want to know if you're, if you have some form of, if you have any sort of issues in terms of delivering a message or anything like that nature.
I should not have. I can tell you that my enlightened sciences are not quite as advanced as I want them to be, just yet. However, I'm fully functional. I'm fully trained. Fully trained crewman, and my expertise in technology of any kind has almost reached mastery. And I'm fairly certain that you can ask me pretty much anything. I should be able to accommodate you in terms in these kinds of subjects, and well, delivering some messages is really just like the least of the least straining of my straining use of my abilities.
Okay. That's very good. Now, during the meeting, there's going to be one question that most of the construct manager, well, one person's going to say, but most of the construct managers are going to think. When you're in charge of the transportation, what is your vision? How do you want to push forward when it comes to the transportation of Ceres?
She looks at you as a yeah, you know, is this if you for real? And then she asks, and she says, well,
Those are some
do,
hard
do,
questions, and no. Those are
do
some
you
type
want me
of
to
questions.
ask? What do you want me to answer that right away?
No, not now. No, but I just want you to get very prepared for these type of questions because that's most likely going to be asked of you before the vote because you have to insert confidence. Because sorry, just clearing up my throat.
Well, excuse me, sir, but I do need to know some things first before I can prepare for these kinds of actions. First of all, what would that office exactly entail?
Well, as you are aware, you will be in charge of the rail network at first of the Ceres Express line and potential and other future rail networks on Ceres. As you will be proposing ideas of where the next important transportation line would be. And if you truly believe that, because sometimes when it comes to roles, well, certain chiefs of roles, you might want to spark other interests, such as in Gribanoy or in High Tundra, to see some form of simplified transportation standardization, for example, to lay out the, let's just say, duties of how the office would be run.
So you want me to come up with a procedure on how to run the office rather than okay. Then my next question is how is how established is this office?
Well, as you are aware, it be recently created.
I mean, in terms of like what's already planned out to be in this office or part of this office.
Well, the idea would be to work on the infrastructure on Ceres at first. You know, link all the bases together to get the basics, to get the fundamental basics covered.
I see. And you want me to come up with how I'm going to accomplish this, and how like what kind of like process internal within the office I would use to accomplish this.
Yes. Because well, that is correct. Because when it comes to establishing offices, well, let's just say we don't want a previous. Well, you are aware about the Cooper incident, as they'll be very skeptical of such thing, skeptical of any new positions opening when it comes to it.
I'm throwing like some perception empathy real quick, just as out of 6.
Yeah, I don't have good dice, but it's an important thing, so I'm trying to build up her confidence and get her ready. You know, trying not hype her up, but trying to get her very alert and ready to answer questions. So I will spend a willpower because this is important. 3 successes.
All right. Wow. Did you notice something? Well, not sure if sending the willpower was strictly necessary, but well, whenever I mentioned the Cooper situation, you do see like a hint of
Discuss.
no. Yeah, it actually looks like she liked him.
As any individual, was it when it came to Cooper, he was very well. I liked him personally, but when it came to certain things in the job, there are some things he, let's just say, underestimated, and sometimes wasn't fully aware of how the responsibilities of the chief of security role would be. And that's the thing I want to help you. That's why I'm having this one-to-one meeting with you, to help you to understand sometimes when it comes to the responsibilities of the transport job at hand. Because I don't want you to go through what he went through.
I see. That's quite something. So who left? It's Bacon.
Yeah, I think Bacon had an internet issue.
Doesn't look like it. Like he wrote this thing, which I presume is the
His reasons.
like his like Destiny's thing, I think.
Yep.
And then okay, I can't actually read it out on stream.
In character with
Damn it, Dams. Don't say
Post
that.
it
I still said it out loud. But
with
yeah.
the blue.
Okay. God damn it. So let's get back to the talk. Well, and she says, I can certainly try my best here, but well, I will need some time to like properly prepare, and I need the materials. What tactical what documentation, and of course also I'm going to need well, like your thoughts behind this. I do remember you working hard on a train a while back, and I would also, you probably have not done this without any thoughts behind it, so I would like to hear them as well. And while I'm at it, I also would need to see like how much budget we're like working with, and well, how much it's gonna be ending up with in general. As far as I understand, like the original train line has been built quite fast, but I do believe it has something along those lines there of like temporal sciences being used heavily.
Yes, that was correct when it came to the first rail, because well, when it came to the temporal sciences, nobody was, let's just say, high enough good for that, sense outer help was required. But I am recently getting very, let's just say, a grasp on time. Let's just say,
Turner game I got time for.
Terrifying.
Yeah. But I do have a suggestion, an idea, and a suggestion you might want to take on. I could create custom drones for the rail line as to serve as a, let's just say, lookout in case there's any areas that need to be repaired.
I see. Some
It will
sort.
help. It will help you with when it comes to like lessening the manpower. As you are aware, manpower is going to be quite a thing in the future.
That's true. That's certainly true. If I won't have like much in terms of manpower, I would also like put some requests in from your part. I would like to be freed from my other duties to fulfill this office then, if I don't have a sufficient number of people under me.
That is fair enough. What? Okay, be free from other duty. Yeah.
I'm aware this will put a bigger strain on the people in the space, but I don't think if manpower is already an issue, and this will be a growing responsibility, I don't think I will be able to keep up with it otherwise, and eventually I still will need more people probably if all the bases will be to be connected.
That is very true. When it comes to the manpower situation and to connect all the bases, but as you are probably aware, one of many solutions I may have is, as I show the video of the Cis droid doing basic repairs within, as you are aware about Cis droid maintenance, and recently it's been completed, and one unit is in our base already. Probably seen it around doing basic repairs within our base. Just in case you need it, I will be willing to give this to you to help show up your manpower in case you have any great difficulties. Though I will need to ask some of the programmers to, let's just say, insert basic repair duties for train lines.
I see. That could be really useful depending on how well they are. I will see. I would like to conclude to put some to do some tests first. If it's just software, it should be like easy enough to reuse them if they're not suitable. But And that seems perfectly reasonable to try this out at least once, especially now that the trainers are not as big. Um, About those drones, well, I would like also to get the technical data done right away, if you don't mind.
Get the technical data. Yep. Of the maintenance droid, correct?
No, the drones. She wants the drones
Uh,
specifically.
Oh yeah, I can probably get the technical data sent because they'll be custom made for it.
Yeah, and also the same, of course, should be true for the droids. Although I presume they're gonna be based on your previous models. I do have some experience with those.
Mm-hmm. I'm just updating my note box here.
Do that. And she says, well, that's quite the big trust you're putting in me. Thankful for that. And she gives you like a like a even bigger smile.
Well, do me proud.
Oof.
You know when you just give him that, when you give him that back look and be like, you go in that you own the stage, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That sort of look, like a sort of like
Farfetch'd.
God bless. Awesome.
Oh.
And yeah, unless you have something else, she would be leaving now.
That was probably the main reason why I called her to be in here, really.
Okay, and well, and she like leaves. Like outside is like a Richard Bowie, and well, they do exchange like a look as they leave. Give like some another perception empathy.
Difficulty?
Just a 6 again.
I'm not going to spend any willpower. I only got 2. I have to keep it for the dragon slaying.
That's sure. This is not bad. Yeah, you're not entirely sure, but there seems to be like some sparks, like the kind. Huh? No, not that kind of sparks. You know, the kind that are more friendly.
See, that's fair enough. Making friends in this base.
That's true. But you haven't so far gotten any like paperwork, for any physical action. So
That
they
is
either
fair.
haven't moved on to that stage, or they have been keeping that a secret.
Don't worry, when it does tumble, somebody's going to get a whacking.
Oof.
But High Barry's not aware of that. Because, no one tells High Barry a lot of things. He's sort of a man of action. No one tells him anything because he's too far ahead.
That wouldn't go that far.
Gosh.
Yeah.
After that, High Barry smiles. And did Richard Bow pass through?
Well, he's outside your office.
Okay.
You wanted to come in?
Yeah, he can come in.
Sure. Let's have him come in. Although I need to like have something load real quick. Also, I would ask you to like, what kinda wrap this up. Like, are we gonna go and drag
We
in
can-
Allied?
If you feel, because if it's going to be a long discussion, we can do it the next session if you want.
I mean,
So,
if depends on you. Like, do you actually want something from Richard Boy, or do you just want to talk to him because he is there?
I don't know. The only thing I'll probably ask Richard to ask is how it's going, really.
in terms of day-to-day operations and going, anything that needs to be
updated.
Okay, we're not gonna make this a proper talk, but he's essentially gonna tell you that things have been going well, for the most part. But like he, as he notes, there's like not much creative work at the moment. So like he focuses mostly on his like private projects.
What the? You know.
Well, from like your reports, well, like not reports, but it would be like fairly obvious to you that he's like missing pretty often from this base. Like you know, like walks outside, kind of deal.
I see. I see.
You know, not like doing duty, of course, but you know, like doing his quote unquote free time.
I see. Um. Okay, that's pretty good then. Um. Let me take a look at my notes. Do I need to do anything with Richard Bowie? Do you have a question, Riddle? Does Richard Bowie have time?
Let's check. Let's check. He does. What one dot?
Cause let me think. Cause I got time for. How much Arete does Richard Bowie have?
5.
Okay, so I got 5. He's got 5. Maxwell's got 3. Okay. Cause that would that be okay? Yeah, because the idea I got is to have like a group activity, all working together to, upgrade one of the mining drones, or do some group activity for the base to work together on. Forge the bonds.
I see. Understandable.
Because morale needs to always be high, even with a hot tub. There's only so much a hot tub can do, or spa place.
God.
Though, does he have tech? No, he probably does.
What?
Okay, yeah. No, I can think of the. I'll ask you after the game is done before I ask now.
Okay. Sure. But yeah, after that I would either move on or end the session depending on how and if Alert is available. So let's see what this man has.
Does he want to do a 1-to-1 Monday or something? No.
I don't want to do it like a 1-to-1.
You only do it when you have a meeting. That's really it. Any
Yeah.
crazier thing than that, it's just like, bruh, nah,
Yeah.
just accept the XP.
I don't really want to do the constant 1-to-1s. It's like quite draining, especially.
Oh no. You know how I felt in New York. I was running that game.
Yeah.
You're done. Next will be. I could talk to Jocelyn. Next session. Getting people from Earth to help the chief of security.
Yeah. Like
I believe that was the agreement, or some building construction.
yeah, like it's essentially like it's just the idea was to like try to like emulate what the syndicates are doing, but Vargas has like doesn't know
no
how,
resource.
yeah, like not only that, like she doesn't know how to do it, like she doesn't have the expertise to do
Okay.
it, so she's asking you to like get your subordinate to do something like that for her, so she can have like her manpower supplemented that way, because she too has massive manpower issues, and this way, she's hoping like to train them up essentially. It's like kind of the allied approach.
That's fair enough. I don't blame her doing that. She just needs to be aware how they're going to be educated. Ooh.
Oof. Wow, that sucks. That really sucks.
Because, just for the last bit, you want me to make the custom drones for the rail network? Because I think they're going to be easy.
Sure. Sure. First of all, what kind of capabilities do you want it to have?
Basic site,
Mhm.
alert systems, just to alert the computer at hand, send back information. Basic computering information network. It's just alerting, really, because that's what the job is.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
Unless we have like multiple layer whale systems, in that case, we'll have to upgrade from droids to actual camera systems. 'Cause there's only so many droids a humans control.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But camera system has like the same problem where you either need like some AI to like look at things, which has its own problems, or you need like some.
Technically, we could get the admin AI to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, like it's not. I mean, I guess it can like watch, but it's not really that good for this kind of stuff. Like it's very limited, like what like how much it can learn, like how much how much flexibility it has, and
Oh, it's got 2 dots in technology, but
yeah, it's not just the technology because it's like also about like what kind of like learning process it has in the background. Like you know how like adhered this whole AI thing. Like even
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if it's like dots, like it's limited what it can do.
That's that's fair enough, because even if it's limited to what it can do, it can, if at best, it will diagnose the best it can and just send like a recommendation, and they'll just have to check it out manually,
mm,
which they're gonna do anyway. It's just reducing the need of sending somebody out there. Well, more like it adds a layer to it to assume the necessary tools they can require.
yeah, just like to give you like an idea of what an advanced AI can do. Like it's pretty good, like good-ish. Like what it can do, but you kind of need to have someone like work it over essentially.
I've got John Bell. I can always ask him to do that.
That's true. But yeah,
Because, ironically enough, every time he spots something, he can always add in a layer of code.
that's kind of true. But so, oh yeah, like in like changes will also require a lot of time investment. But yeah, for like the drones themselves, I guess depends like how you want to actually know. Let's just let's just say you can roll at Coriolarity, lower difficulty with like intelligence technology roll. That's like a part of a ritual, and I guess I'm gonna say we're gonna need like with like what you just described, like they will be fairly simplistic, but with like 2 successes per pop, you should be good.
Oh. So, intelligence plus technology.
Yes.
And dice at 6. Does my merit apply?
If it's if mechanical aptitude,
Mechanical.
yes.
Yep. So, it's difficulty 4. That good enough, Chief?
All right.
To roll my base dexterity at A3.
Yes, sure. Yes. Definitely, 3 should be enough for you.
Can still roll.
Well, difficulty goes up by 1, but
Yeah.
you can go.
Yep, I can still go.
There we
Shaping.
go. That definitely applies. So that's 6 successes. So with 2 per pop, you have like 3 drones.
Yeah. Nice. And I would just send Tommy a message and take a picture of the free drone. I made you one extra. Just to help you a bit more in case one breaks down.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm gonna. They're gonna be like a part of the like office.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna I'm gonna like, put them on the. I'm gonna put
Part of the furniture.
Oof, no, it's not part of the furniture. My God. Okay, let's scroll down real quick, and I guess after that we're gonna end the session, which is I guess a good thing, as my as I do feel my
Tired.
well, not just tired, but I think my voice is going soon.
Okay. The thing I was going to ask you after the session is done is related to flying drones and the I believe the merit connection in the Gods and Monsters book.
I mean, the way I see it, like the ones you have are like the drones you have are like kind of flying, because like I think that's really easy to like, do with Union Tech. They're essentially like they're kind of like more modern drones, they just fly around.
Yeah,
Union
Cause-
with access to that kind of shit.
yeah, because as you are probably aware, Noah has it and he has to like roll to concentrate to keep at hand. What is the human limit on how many flying drones could they theoretically control? Is it per technology dot or per intelligence?
For like a human,
Yeah.
I would say arguably you could only control one, unless you have some way to automate control, like an AI of some kind, or like some pre-patrol, pre-programmed stuff.
Okay. So it's actually quite good. The next thing I was going to ask is how many drones could I realistically request? Would 20 drones be insane?
Wouldn't be that insane, but you would have to like make some
Justify.
well, yeah, justify it and like make a quick roll. Mm,
I can easily go. I'm most likely going to be like, doing a scientific experiment in terms of scouting to save time on spotting.
okay.
If it works, I'll be requesting more. If it doesn't, I'll be sending the batch. Send it back.
All right. Sure. I mean, so if you talk about like drones, like are you actually gonna request them right now, or are you gonna try to like do it later
yeah.
down the line?
I could do it later down the line. It's just realistically speaking, when I do set up the drone training program or simulation, I just need to be on the alert how many can a human control. Or if I was to get a biotech implant to their skin to be like control a flying drone from a distance, how much could they theoretically control?
I mean, the more you invest in it, like you can probably get it like do it better, like especially if they're trained. I would say like if you make like a special implant, or if you like train them properly, you could probably get them to like have like at least a close range. You could probably go for like maybe like up to 3.
Yeah, because that's good then. And because that was going to be the question I was going to ask Richard Bowie. But I can do that next session and send them an email discussing if it is a possibility or not. That an ordinary human can control multiple things at once if a bioimplant was inserted to control such things, or will it just overwhelm the human networking system?
All right. Seems perfectly valid. Thing to talk about next session. So yeah, I guess now is the time to give thoughts in and out of character. Bacon's still in the game, but yes, he already did his.
1d2.
Yes, 1d2. Oh.
Yeah, damn, it's me.
Oh,
Outer.
never first.
I know. You sit back at the bus, kiddo. Now, outer game, what I learned. Not gonna lie, I still can't get over the hilarious name of the PP gun. That's just too funny.
Nobody can.
I hate how effective penis jokes are.
Indeed. And I was gonna say, you could have asked me for your funding when it came to the Quint. Wink, wink. But too late. In game,
We'll get more projects.
that's fair enough.
I just didn't want it. I didn't want to have anyone having dibs on this.
That is fair enough. In game, I kind of needed to talk to Tamia before the big meeting was called because I needed to see how prepared she is for the job. Because I do not want an incident that she goes, yeah, that doesn't spark confidence at all. Thank God I had this one-to-one.
I mean, yes, you kind of like blindsided her. You suddenly come up like, oh yeah, how about you take this new office? Wait, what? And how about you come up with some reasons first? Why essentially you're asking her, what did you do with this job? And after first time hearing of it, and she's like, what? No.
No, what do you mean? I did tell her I was going to try my best to get you a top job.
Well,
I did send her off to be trained as a transportation. So she probably got some form of hit.
I mean, I don't think it was transportation particularly, but she did. Like there's a difference between like giving her like a top shelf job, and having like putting her essentially on the spot. Like it's good that I told her now, but if you didn't, like this would have probably ended in a disaster.
Yeah. Good thing I told her, be like, yeah, I'm gonna try and get you the. Good thing I told her now, so she can get her shit together before the big meeting is called up. Because yeah, I got the drones, but she just needs to send me the other things what she needs. Under the table.
Yeah, I mean,
God.
like you can just send all data to her essentially. I think.
Yeah. When it relates to transportation and all that, that would be very fair, which I will be doing.
I mean, you would have like the stuff more or less on hand since you were the one that created the train lines. You were the one that created the drones. You were the one that is creating the droids. So you probably have like that material more or less easily available, unless you kind of fucked up, which you didn't. So
yeah, I'm just trying not to repeat what I did with a Tristan Cooper.
yes.
I gave him the job, and I thought our game. I thought he was ready. I turned out I was wrong.
I mean,
now I now have to do this because of that incident.
I mean, it was learning experience. See it as that. Learning experience, and to be fair, like it still worked out in most cases for you.
Yeah, we got somebody. Hooray!
Indeed.
0 to ground admin or sysjoin. Oh yeah, could sysjoin maintenance also be substituted as a flying drone, or is it particularly too humanoid?
I mean, like it's like you mean the AI, right?
Yeah, just to be used on flying drones.
No, not really. You can probably use that, because the reason for that is that it's like a completely different build and like functionality. So like, no, it wouldn't work quite well at all. Also, another thing is worth mentioning, that right now, like with 3 drones that you gave her, like she could easily just go and like place them at like strategic positions, like put like some charging station or some bullshit,
Yeah.
and essentially have them like then deploy as needed, so they don't have to cover as much ground. So
That that is what you call a good chief of transport.
of course there's still the issue of like maintaining the maintenance drones, but should not be that hard, as in theory like a train could like collect them at some point.
Yep. And ironically enough, if they get more than one maintenance drone, they could actually maintenance each other.
That's true.
Unironically.
That's certainly true. Maybe she's gonna go and like build some of her own at some point. But yeah, that's I guess future talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also at some point, you guys are not gonna get past the idea that you need to build like actual like train stations somewhere. Like
Yeah.
like one line is fine, but
When we get multiple, you're gonna have to have a station. That's just legally required by regulation.
and it's not only that. Like you're also gonna suffer like problems of like loading, unloading, and
Congestion, traffic.
yes.
Because I'm not gonna lie, there's only really 2 places. If you show me on the Ceres map, there's 2 places that actually works out.
Yeah, let me like drag you over, I guess.
Because if you look in the scale of it, because realistically speaking, the next train line is going to be from Yuku to John's base. That's the next realistic line. And ironically enough, the train station would actually work on John's base because it's less crowded, less condensed. Because if it is in Pyuku, you got the human traffic you have to worry about, because that might interfere in cargo unloading and loading.
Yeah, but that's one issue with Holani.
It's poor.
Well, no, that's not the issue. The issue is that like most traffic,
It's in Pyuku.
is going to go to like Hollow Portal base, because Gripnoy is there, like the portal to Gripnoy. So unless there's a direct line from like Holani to like the Hollow Portal base, it's not gonna be like well trafficked. So it would need to be.
I was thinking when we built the second line, we would acquisition the High Tundra, so there will be a strategic reason for it, because it'll be from here to here to here. Because it would have a direct line to Hollow Portal base, but also have a direct line to my world.
But still, like, I guess that's kind of true. But that still would mean that like traffic that goes to like Hollow Portal base could end up going to like
Different base.
Goes here to Holani, then back to go to here, which is not very efficient.
That is true, and the problem, and you know the reason why I'm. Is it still recorded?
Yes, it is. I guess but we should like finish up, and then we can talk afterwards a little bit, at least until my voice completely goes. So I
Yep.
guess Nick, what's
Yee.
so in-character, out-of-character thoughts?
Out of character thought. How did I end up with 2 more projects? They're not even my projects.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In character thought. Yeah, I'm getting some help. Go and find the person who cursed my son. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting. Not sure how exactly I'm gonna handle the adventure, but hopefully will be entertaining enough. I have some ideas already, what to do, especially with like the detective kind of guy.
See.
But yeah, maybe we're gonna like watch some stuff to get in the mood for that one.
And I really didn't do any hacking.
Yeah, so that's sad.
Damn it.
I did. I did my nature director.
Actually, that's true. Also, like the hacking, I just remembered something. The hacking also applies to like stuff where I take things apart and stuff like that to see, or like manipulate them to like make it work for you. I think. Let me double check, but that might apply. Check what you did with
I didn't really manipulate anyone.
Well, not anyone, but it's more like a thing for you, I think. Trigger willpower when you detect a flaw in someone's system or something, when you pass away, okay. A bit of a stretch, a bit of a stretch. A bit of a stretch. But sure, take a willpower point. We've been generous so far.
Okay. I already left.
Rip, should I put it in for you?
Okay, ask the destroy to be.
Oh yeah, and also like 3 XP, I guess.
Base. Domo. 2 more XP into time 5. Then I be the master of time itself.
God fucking bless.
Just wait.
When cause with time 5, if someone's got life 5, we can create a weapon that can free somebody in time.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
No, I can't wait to make a gun that freezes that dragon into 1,000,000 pieces.
God. I mean, the freezing it, like if you use like time magic to freeze someone, then it's not the same as like freezing someone with like forces. It's a bit
That
different.
is they'll mentally be fucked.
Yeah, I mean, you could even make it so that, you know, like only part of him is like frozen. You know, like you freeze his entire body, but not his like mind. And he's like, you know, he's like everything play out before him.
Yes, and when the missiles start shooting one by one, and he tries to spend the willpower, he finds out the missiles were also infected with time magic, so it even goes slow.
God bless. But yeah, time to go and end the stream. Say goodbye to the boss.
Bye.
All right.